This video was sponsored by All or Nothing Gang Clothing, gladly achieving necessary goals. Now, you know, this is one of my favorite fashion brands to rock because it's about ultimate positivity, ultimate workload, and ultimate doing things for the community. Make sure you go get your clothing at the website allornothinggang.bigcartel.com. Once again, allornothinggang.bigcartel.com. This video is officially sponsored by All or Nothing Gang Clothing. Now let's get to it. Yo, Polly Rob, what up? What up? DJ HED and his brilliance, once again. Check it out.
I would like for the people who I hold in high regard, I give you, and I don't do this, but I'll give you a few, right? JID's in that conversation. J. Cole's in that conversation.
Greenfield.
Big Sean is in that conversation. Tyler, the Creator's in that conversation. I would love for them to actively participate in the business. It would weed out a lot of the bullshit, in my opinion, because it would cut through so crazy. Like Dot participated, and you saw the level of what it got him when he participated just one time.
Which was his big critique before that, right? That he didn't participate.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, with Dan, we felt he was doing that too, right? That
Yes,
was the
but not
turning
on the
point.
same level.
Yeah.
Yeah, humble, yes, that's him participating in his way.
Yeah.
Participate in our way
Mm-hmm.
is what I'm saying. When you participate in our way, it yields a different result. So I'm not speaking for West Coast. I'm talking about from a macro
Mainstream
mainstream media perspective. When you participate on that level, you yield a completely different result.
Mhm.
Cardi B has benefited from that. Cardi B, like, she's a living, breathing example of that. She only has one fucking album.
It
With
is
all hits
crazy
on it.
with
Every song's a hit.
How
That's
relevant she is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you participate on our level, it's a different level. You, Nikki, stop participating. Or no, as much as I was critical of the first Pink Friday album, and I know a lot of hip hop purists were killing Nikki because she didn't. She made all of these super bass and all of these pop records, but.
Are you super critical back then of the first album, you saying?
No, the people were, let me correct. People were critical of her for doing that.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant.
Oh, super bass and all that stuff.
I didn't necessarily like it as a hip hop fan, but I thought it was brilliant in the way that she participated because it yields a different result when you do that. Most people look at it like selling out. I saw Nelly. Nelly's another one. Nelly has a diamond record. And his album.
Yeah.
His album is fucking diamond, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Nelly deserves more love.
Are you like that? He's not a hip-hopster, super lyrical type motherfucker. They never give him credit. He has a diamond album. You niggas don't.
Well, there is something to be said about the people who've been able to balance both. There's very few people. What I love is when people give you a hit record and then they'll still go and showcase their rap skills. They'll go do a radio freestyle,
The
right?
problem, yes, you're right.
It's
But the
the
problem
balance.
is they try to do it on their own terms away from the shit. You stop separating them. Allow the world to fuck with you. Allow everybody to fuck with you. Stop cutting people off. Stop saying this is for these fans and these for these. Allow everybody to be your champion at the same time, champ. That's the only way it's going to translate in the way that we would like it to translate for you and other people to translate.
I don't think I've ever heard someone explain this factor of the music industry as well as DJ HED just did. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bigger picture, first of all, for getting on the important podcast list. It was like a podcast list from Baller Alert of different podcasts that people should be tuning into for factual hip-hop news and, you know, good content. And they made the list. I think that was number 13. But shout out to them. And I wanted to get that clip from the podcast because I think artists need to understand how important connecting with fans really is. You know, he talked about, you know, the whole thing with Cardi B of her album having so many great records, not just because she's dope as an artist, that's one element of it, but the other side of it is she constantly gives herself to her fans, whether it's through music, whether it's through the visuals of her music videos, or even if it's just her on IG Live talking her shit. You know what I mean? All of that stuff is important. You have to give yourself to the fans. And I'm not saying, you know, give them 24 hours of your life. No, but the concept of the mystique of the artists like back in the days, I'm not saying it's over, but only certain people can indulge in doing that. You have to play the game. You have to play the game. You know, us, and let me speak as a fan first. We love watching interviews. We love watching your interviews. You know, we love listening to the music. We love watching the music videos of, you know, different creative elements. We love when you guys are in movies. We love when you post a organic video on your story or on your TikTok that we can tune into. We love those organic photos with people that you rock with, whether they're stars or not. We love the home videos that looks like it's old school VHS style and you're doing something unique that you like. We love when we can see the type of food that you eat. All of these type of things as a fan helps us connect with you when you do drop your music. That's what makes it all worth it, is knowing that we can relate in some type of way to what you do as an artist. And DJ Head was right. A lot of artists cut themselves off from other genres, from other styles, from other approaches that they want to do to their music. Yes, you can be an MC and you can spit bars to the heavens, but every now and then, I'm pretty sure you want to go to the club and enjoy yourself. You have the opportunity to make good club music as well. You have the opportunity to make something introspective. You also have the opportunity of making something that can soulfully change somebody's, you know, emotions of how they feel about something. You can do all of it if you choose to. But don't get mad that people are not giving you the praise that you deserve because you're deciding to cut off elements of your artistry. Art is art. Do it all. Do it all. Enjoy it. You know? You know, album runs, album campaigns, single campaigns, promotional campaigns. These are not just to promote the product. This is also these campaigns that labels do, and you know, independent artists do it as well. These campaigns help the fans be able to understand your thought process at a particular time when you're releasing these types of records. Why not? You know, one of the albums that I love the campaign for was 444. Jay-Z 444. Shout out to Jay-Z. Because before that, if I'm not mistaken, he dropped, I think it was American Gangster or one of those albums. Either Blueprint 3 or American Gangster. I don't know. I forgot. But he didn't drop a record in a while. It might have been Magna Carta. I think it's Magna Carta. He didn't drop an album in a while. Probably like, I think it was like 2 years or so. And when he released that, it was an image of just a 444. Everybody was like, "Oh, what's this? What's this?" And if you look up the numbers, 444 is just, you know, I just want y'all to look up the numbers 444 and what that means. Because that's what I did once I saw the numbers. I looked it up. I Googled it. And the answer told me his approach of how he was going to approach the album. And that was fire. Then after that, there were, I wouldn't even call it music videos, but there were content pieces, short form pieces that he put on behalf of the album that kind of explained different facets of where he would be going with the album. Some of it, he played the record, some of it he didn't. I think the only music video was an animated video, which was the history of OJ, right? So in the midst of that, I love that campaign because what it did was he made people get into the correct headspace of how he was going to approach this music. And then now, you know, in hindsight, it's one of the better albums from Jay-Z. Not just sonically, not because of how it was created, but because of how the campaign puts you in the right mental state before you got a chance to listen to the music. Those things are important because us fans, we want to watch the journey. We want to see every element of the journey. Why not? Why not? Artists have to stop limiting themselves in different facets of their art. Open up. Open up. If people tell you that you can't do these type of records because this is who you are, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's almost like telling somebody they can't feel this particular emotion because they always feel like this. No. You can feel this other emotion for sure. And that's what I take music as. That's why I'm using that analogy, because music is an emotion. It's a feeling. It's how we connect with each other. When I'm producing records, I think about those things. I think about what this song can potentially do mentally or even physically, or what can this record do to a fan or to someone that's listening. That's important to me. It may not come out that way, but it's okay if I at least imagine what this record can do. I like to imagine, what types of records I would want to produce for different artists that I haven't produced for just yet. I can imagine that, so rightfully so. I might want to give somebody with a MC element a party record. Or I might want to give somebody who parties all the time something introspective. Who knows? But if they open themselves up, we could possibly make some real magic. And that's what I think, the bigger picture DJ Head in that particular instance was talking about was artists need to be able to open up a lot more, because when they play the game, when they play a part of the game that's need to be played, not the bullshit, I'm talking about the real shit. When they play the game, they open themselves up to more opportunities to be great, to be greater than what you could possibly imagine. And that's just, and fans, they want you to be great. They just don't necessarily have the idea of how that's going to happen all the time. And maybe you don't either. But shutting things off definitely ain't the answer. Shutting off opportunities for you to do bigger and better things is not the answer. And, last thing before I go, I know a lot of times we get prideful in our hip hop bag. I'm a boom bap, Mob Deep, Helter Skelter, Tribe Called Quest. Like, I'm that type of hip hop to the core. Wu-Tang, all of that. Griselda, the whole nine. But I respect the other elements. Trap music, love the West Coast sounds, love the West Coast flavor, love that bounce. You know what I'm saying? Love R&B. I love everything. So I experiment with everything. I produce all of it. Because at one point in time, I might be on my R&B tip. You watch my Instagram lives, when I make beats, one moment I'm making an R&B beat. The next moment I'm making a trap beat. The next moment I'm making a West Coast bounce. The next moment I'm making a sample with no drums. Next moment I'm making house music. That's just how my brain operates. I make what I want. I make what I feel. So artists should definitely do the same. Let me know what y'all think, about this topic. I definitely want to talk about it. I love y'all comments. Yo, y'all be commenting. Y'all be commenting on my page. Crazy. And I'm responding to everybody. I think I might end up doing like a series where I'm like just reading y'all comments out loud and just responding to y'all straight as a video. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think, and I might just do that. And then also, before I go, I got an announcement to make. Right now, I'm at 743 subscribers, right? And y'all been showing me so much love, and I appreciate it. When I get to 800, I'm going to drop a book. I got a book coming. The book is already ready. I'm going to keep it 100. The book already ready. But when I get to 800 subscribers, because that's going to be 200 away from 1,000 and me being able to monetize, I'm going to drop the book. It's going to be on my website, workload.shop. I'm dropping the book. And I'll tell y'all more about it in the next video. But 800 subscribers, I'm dropping the book. And it's finna get real. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Thank you for, always supporting me. Hit the notifications in the top left-hand, right-hand corner. Keep telling a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to watch the channel. I'm just trying to bring good content. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. Workload.